Welcome to North Carolina Weekend. I'm Deborah Holt Noel. It's never too early to start planning a summer getaway. And if you're a musician or music lover who appreciates the folk and Americana traditions, we have just the idea for you. Join us in the beautiful mountains near Asheville for a preview of the Swannanoa Gathering.
Among windswept vagabonds, steam train was the king.
I believe that for music to be good, it should be true to feeling, not fact. And what matters is if we nail down the truth in a song and sing it to someone who's feeling alone and lost, it's a lifeline that we send into the world.
Every summer for over 25 years, the creation of community through music has attracted hundreds to the Swannanoa Valley.
The Swannanoa Gathering is a series of 7-week-long workshops in various types of folk music and dance held over a 5-week period in the summer on the campus of Warren Wilson College. We draw students from all over the United States. I think there are 8 different countries represented this week. A couple of weeks are based on a genre of music. So we'll have a Celtic week, for example. We have an old time week. And we have Contemporary Folk Week, which is kind of a singer-songwriter program. The rest of our weeks all feature a specific instrument, like traditional song, that's the vocal program. Guitar Week, which is happening now. Fiddle Week, Mando and Banjo Week.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engine.
I like all types of music, so I really like that I can take a jazz class and a bluegrass class back to back.
John Tosco founded the Tosco Music Party, which funds some of the Swannanoa Gathering's youth scholarships for young artists.
I've been coming to the gathering for 15 years. You know, it's something that I'm learning every time. It's a joyful thing.
In addition to classes, dances, and numerous jam sessions, students enjoy concerts featuring their instructors, which have included some of folk and traditional music's most accomplished performers.
The campus is beautiful. The music is wonderful. Every year there's always some spontaneous, unpredictable moments that happen musically that are amazing. It doesn't really matter what level you're at, you will get something. Everybody's supporting each other in sort of stretching beyond what they think they can do and finding something new. If you and I are singing together, we might not know who each of us is voting for, and it doesn't matter. A lot of those polarizations that are happening more and more in our culture just fall away.
And there's no competitiveness. You don't win anything here. We're just trying to do great art. There's beauty in the hills, and it's expressed in people's voices.
These are the ways that culture got preserved, stories got preserved, and the different flavors of different regions got preserved in the flavor of the music. And if we forget that, we'll forget our roots.
That's what we're in the business of, is transmitting culture from one generation to the next, passing on our folk heritage. And in the course of that, each week, there's a group of strangers that meet on Sunday, and by Friday, they're all hugging one another and tearful that they've made such close connections and good friends.
I teach 2 classes every year. My first class is just essentially about being an artist, how to perform, how to not be afraid. The second class is really more of a discussion group. If there's anything Swannanoa has over any other camp I've ever experienced, it's that sense of community. It's really astonishing. Swannanoa, I'm longing for my home so far away. My attitude when I walk into Swannanoa is that everybody here is an artist. And artists are supposed to be generous with one another and with the world.
This belief seems to fit seamlessly with the mission of the Gathering's home. Earning a degree from Warren Wilson College requires working an on-campus job and performing community service.
In the mountains, in the mist, in the white clouds they kissed, in the sweet gum's perfume in my hair. They really go hand in hand, they're both driven by the participants. I mean, the students and the teachers built this house. That's back to the old days when you actually built something and lived in it. It's a rare thing. It's a wonderful thing. To stay. Oh, my stay.
The Swannanoa Gathering at Warren Wilson College is located at 701 Warren Wilson Road in Swannanoa, just outside of Asheville. The 2017 workshops and concerts run July 9th through August 12th, but pre-registration is open right now. And to register or find out more information, go online to swangathering.com or call 828-298-3434.